Yo, what's up guys, it's X-Rays and welcome back to a new zombies video. In today's video, I'm just going to be covering my thoughts on Black Ops 2 zombie maps. What did I think about them, the structure, what did I think of how big or small they were, what did I think about, just my final verdict on how the zombie experience was for Black Ops 2. I've been playing zombies since World at War. I played in World at War, I played at Black Ops, I played at Black Ops 2. And I'm going to give my opinion, and this might just be because I played zombies from before, so, again, this is all opinion. This is not me trying to force something on you. I know a lot of you guys might have some maps that you guys thoroughly enjoyed, but I absolutely hated. So let's get straight into it. The first map that came with Black Ops 2, the first zombie map, ended up being Transit. And I think I think the majority of the community agrees with me that Transit was just not a good zombie map. Now, a lot of people are like, sometimes I see comments of people saying, what are you talking about? Transit is my favorite map, or, Transit was okay. But honestly, Transit was just, for me, it was such a boring map. It was too slow, it was too big at the same time. And that probably sounded like a sex joke. But, the map was too big. There was too much to do. Who the hell wants to build the Pack-a-Punch machine? Who the hell wants to go through the bus, do all this extra crap? The fog was horrible. The denizens that would pop up from the fog was just an absolute horror. You didn't want to run anywhere. You didn't want to do anything. And for me, Transit, when that map first came out, at first it was like, oh, cool, whoa, it's so big. And nope, not a good map. Not a good map for me, and for the majority of the zombie community. We all have to say a hell no to that retarded ass map. Again, my opinion, you guys could say that it's the best map, but whatever. So that was Transit. I did not like it. Moving on to the next map that came out, we got Die Rise. Die Rise, this one is a little bit complicated. I liked it, but at the same time, I didn't. I don't know why. I kind of felt like the whole aspect of you running to one building, having to use a buildable to get yourself across to the other one, or wait on a specific elevator to get to the top that in the end could also crush you. I kind of felt like there were too many things that were reliant on luck on Die Rise. I kind of felt like if you got lucky, you got, Juggernog real close to the first building by where you spawn. You got really lucky if that happened. You got lucky if, if the elevator came to you on time while you were, maybe running a train or something. I kind of felt like that map was a little bit too reliant on that. Other than that, I thought the structure of the map was pretty cool. The idea of, here we go from the trailer, verticality. I thought it was a pretty good idea that they implemented, but I just kind of felt like maybe since it was their first time ever trying to do that, that it was a little bit harder than they thought it was going to be. And honestly, I don't know. I thought Die Rise was okay, but it wasn't an amazing map. If I had to give it out of 5, I'd give Die Rise a 3 out of 5. For Transit, if it was out of 5, I'd say 1 out of 5 for Transit. I'm not going to give it a 0 because you could split it apart and do like town only and that kind of stuff, which is kind of cool. But, the whole gigantic map in general, 1 out of 5. Next map that came out, Mob of the Dead. This one was actually a really cool map. I actually liked it. There are only a few things that I didn't like about it, which I'll discuss real quick. The first thing being that you had to go into afterlife mode in order to turn on the perks and do all that kind of stuff. Now, I like the idea. You could save them all up. You could have 3, and then you could go down 3 times in a row, and you never really had a limit to how many times you could go down. The new perk that was there, Electric Cherry, was pretty cool. The Acid Gat, the fact that the zombies had red eyes, just the fact that it was Alcatraz too was just freaking awesome. I just kind of felt like the gameplay was too slow because of the fact that you had to go into afterlife mode in order to be able to turn on perks, do all that kind of stuff, and you had to build a plane to get to the actual bridge in order to pack a punch. And I don't know how I felt about all of that. I come from a time when it was just, you link up the teleporters, that's it, you go pack a punch, you throw as many grenades as you can, more referencing towards Kino der Toten. And, you would go back in some areas, it was just really, really easy to pack a punch. And I just kind of felt like Black Ops 2 just kind of tried to add too much. Like, it added so much that it didn't do anything. But going back to Mob of the Dead, if I had to give it a score, the score on that one would actually be 4 out of 5. I actually really enjoyed Mob of the Dead. It was pretty cool. Tommy gun, everything they added. Just the fact that it felt a little slow paced is the only reason that I would give it a 4 out of 5 as opposed to a 5 out of 5. Just because, I don't know, I like more of a fast-paced map where you have everything there, you run, you get your points, you get the perks, you do everything, you don't have to go through, oh, I gotta wait another round to get enough, you know, afterlife so that if I go down, I don't lose it. You know, that kind of stuff was kind of ridiculous. But that was Mob of the Dead. And then we got Buried. Buried was, surprisingly for me, it was one of my favorite maps. I actually really enjoyed that one. There's a lot to do, a lot of different side characters, a lot of cool stuff you could do, and just the amount of like Easter eggs and the amount of little things you could do with Leroy or the big guy, whatever you want to call him, was really interesting. I liked the size of the map. It wasn't super big, and it wasn't like tiny, like really small. So it was a good sized map. I liked the Western theme. I liked the fact that you could get, you know, inside the mansion, go to the back. And the one thing I didn't like was that maze, but it was tedious, but you know, it was still kind of fun. The wonder weapons were awesome in that one. The introduction of the ray gun Mark II, all of that kind of stuff was just amazing. So Buried for me was actually a 5 out of 5. That was my favorite one so far, apart from, you know, Origins. And now getting into Origins, the final map for Black Ops 2. My thoughts on it. I actually like Origins, but you know, the same deal I had with Mob of the Dead, and this is probably because it's also made by the campaign team, the whole having to turn on every generator type thing, I mean, it was kind of cool. The idea was kind of cool. I like it, but at the same time, it was kind of like, you know, I gotta go to red generator this, and then it's gonna get attacked by zombies, and you know, the pack-a-punch surprisingly easy. You know, if you're going to get to all of the power machines, all the generators, you can actually do it in like 4 or 5 rounds and finally get over there. But I don't know, I just kind of felt like it was too slow paced because of that. The one big thing that Black Ops 2 had was they tried experimenting with making really big zombie maps. Transit was a fail. Origins was better than Transit. Even though it was big, I didn't really care about that. See, that's when the game actually utilized the fact that it was a big map to its advantage. But I just kind of feel like bigger maps mean slower paced games, means, you know, really long rounds. So you're trying to train, you find more spots to train and everything, but it kind of feels like the rounds take a lot longer. It takes you forever to try to complete the Easter egg, especially on Origins. The Easter egg is just crazy. And then getting the parts for the staff and everything, it's really time consuming. Before you know it, you're like 2 or 3 hours into the game, and it's only like round, you know, maybe 15, 16 or something, and you still haven't completed everything unless it's like your mission. But that's what I thought. That's my thoughts on the maps for Black Ops 2 Zombies. Tell me overall, guys, what did you guys think of the zombies? Did you guys enjoy it? Did you guys think that this was a successful year for zombies? You know, leave a comment down below. Let's get a discussion going. Which is your favorite map is the next question for you guys from Black Ops 2. And then if you also want to mention which is your favorite map of all time, let me know, and I'll let you guys know mine in the comment section below. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys tomorrow with a new video. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys next time. I'm Xer, I'm out. Remember to slap a like and a favorite. It helps out the video a ton. And if you guys are new, feel free to subscribe. So I'll see you guys next time. I'm Xer, I'm out. Peace.